Hello, this is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Today's video is another video on the shooting of Donald Trump, where it actually, you hear all the audio. I put together different clips, and then it shows where each of the snipers were when they shot, according to information out there. You know, that some of this information may change, and I don't know exactly where each of the 5 shots in the volley of shots. So initially there's 3 steady shots that he was trying to shoot Trump, I believe even in the head. This individual was Thomas Crooks. And then right after that, after Trump went to the ground, he kind of did like 5 more. It was like quickly, and he was just kind of spraying out there. And I think that's when Comparator and some others were hit, perhaps even when the hydraulic hose was hit. We don't really know. The hydraulic hose, though, is pretty well in line with the shots at Trump, you know, because one shot goes by and misses him, then one goes by and hits him in the ear, and then there's a third shot when Trump goes to the ground, so that one may have gone right over his head. We don't know. Then right after that, there's 5 more shots. And then about a second after that, you hear one little, and I think that's the shot missed by the sniper quite a ways away. And then about, I don't know, 7 or 8 seconds after that, we hear one more shot, and that is the sniper on the south roof taking out the shooter. So let's play the first clip now. On this clip, I play audio from various cameras, and then there's another clip that I'll be playing after this that actually has the really clear audio of the shots. It's really pretty wild. And then there's also a third clip, which is, they're all the same thing, but the last one shows an overhead shot, and I put lines in where, you know, the bullets generally came from. Okay, so here we go.
He's a good man too.
And also keep in mind there's a clock. That's the time in the upper left-hand corner. It's 6:08 and 36 seconds. And then when an individual starts pointing out that Crooks is on the roof, I start a clock on that one like I did in another video.
A valiant fighter. He's a great, great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up for can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later? A little bit later. All right. You get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here. The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, stronger, more confident, and more united than ever before. And that's what we are. We're the most united party. Now, you know, I'm watching the fake news go crazy because they're saying the Republican Party has not been united since Ronald Reagan like it is right now. It was united under Ronald Reagan the second time. It was very united. And they said there's never been anything like it. They've never seen a movement like this. Make America great again. You know, Joe Biden talks about we have to stop MAGA. MAGA means make America great again, Joe. It means make America great again. That's all we want to do. If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
Thank you.
There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
Instead I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's not easy because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened to be. You know, we had the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring, I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look at what happened.
Move the spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare. Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooter's down. Are we good to move? We're clear. We're clear. Let's move. We're clear.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, your head is bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down.
Watch out.
So using Adobe Premiere to sort of slow this down, you can see about 1:57, they've already been saying, hey, there's somebody on the roof. So this is a long time, and they even yelled, he's on the roof, to an officer, but I think other people had already been noticing this prior to that. So if we look, and when he reaches up for his ear, there's actually a shot that comes in right around 2:01, and then grabs up for his ear at 2:02 of the timer here, and 6:11 and 34 seconds. So there's really 2 minutes and 2 seconds is the time where he reaches up for his ear, but about 2 minutes and 1 is before the shot happens. So law enforcement or other people had at least 2 minutes and 1 seconds to get up there. I mean, that's the very minimum, because people were already pointing up there when this camera started filming. All right, then a sniper misses right here. So there's 5 quick shots. It sounds like this. And then hear that other shot. There's one extra one at the end. So I think that is a sniper shot missing, maybe hitting the metal on the roof, something like that. It's hard to say 100%, but apparently he only shot 8 shots, so there was that other sound that happened right after that. And there's actually other audio that I've heard where it's more of a faint sound, like kind of similar to when the sniper on the south barn takes out the shooter. And then right around in this time frame, about 2 minutes and 18 seconds into this, the sniper team on this building who had actually turned around. So this is the sniper team behind Trump's left. So over his left shoulder, the southern barn. Notice how they look different than the other snipers. And so let's play that. It was like a that sound right there. That was the sniper shot that took out Crooks. All right, so after that, there's no more shooting. And so that shot was at about, based on the audio peak right here, at 2 minutes and 17 seconds in. So at 2:01 was the first shot. So roughly 15 to 16 seconds later is when Thomas Crooks was killed after his first shot. And it's at 6:11 and 48 seconds. All right, so let's continue. And you can see this is where I believe all the different shots came from. Apparently there's a sniper that was on this roof over here that perhaps missed. That's just what's being reported out there. We don't know 100%. There was a hearing today. I'm gonna have to go analyze that and see if it brings to light any of these other shooting locations. So let's take a look at the second clip. Now this one has way better audio. I don't play the first part So I just start you with the audio, the shooting portion, and the audio of the gunfire is just absolutely crazy.
And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
Okay, well the rest of that's the same. So now let's take a look at the third sequence, and this one actually uses Google Earth like this and then places the red lines. Now you can see this is what it looks like if you zoom in on it. I've got them all right, the first three shots going right by where Trump was. I mean, they're probably even a little tighter than that, but I just want you to be able to see in general. We don't get to know where each bullet hit and the trajectory. We know, that one hit comparator right here, so that one was way offline. And then a few people were hit two people were hit in this area, and that's right after it goes over by Trump. Like, it just misses him. So maybe there was some that went off a little bit more to the right. I mean, there was 8 shots, 4 bullets actually hit people. I guess it's also possible the one that grazed Trump's ear may have actually wounded one of the other people that were injured. We don't know. So either 3 or 4 bullets hit people out of 8. Okay, so let's play that clip right now.
And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
Stand here.
Okay, so that was the final shot by a sniper on the south building that took out Crooks. All right, but apparently a sniper from this building shot and missed from way out there. I think that was over 1,000 feet away and missed. This sniper was 183 or 184 yards away, and so quite a bit closer than this sniper unit. However, that sniper unit was blocked by the trees here. I guess there's like maybe 2 trees connected together. So if we go to Google Earth and take a look at that, you can definitely see it. So watch. Here's where the sniper was. You cannot see Crooks, who's actually around the side of the tree. However, this sniper team, who was originally facing that direction with their rifles, turned them around at some point, and maybe we're even monitoring this guy. I don't really know, but they're the ones that shot. So one of these 2 snipers that were on this building, they both had guns, shot and took out the shooter, which was right here. Now, I know from photographic evidence that the shooter is 20 of these spaces over. So on the roof, there's like a corrugated roof, and 20 of the different sort of areas. I don't know what you call each of those areas where the corrugation is, but it's 20 over, and then the AR-15 was 4 to the right over from that, and then the backpack was in the same aisle as the AR-15. So for me, it seems like he climbed up here, and right in this location is where people see him sort of on his side, and he's taking the gun out of the backpack. And I wouldn't be surprised at all, everybody, if he hid the gun in a tree that's right here on this property. Let me show you. You go down to here, and at some point, I think it's possible that on the back side of this tree, I mean, that would easily hide a gun. You go around there and you put it inside the tree. Have it in your backpack. Perhaps you put it inside the tree, and then later you take it back out of the tree, and it's in there for a long time, maybe even earlier in the day, and he's just kind of walking around, milling around the area, to monitor, make sure his gun isn't discovered, etc. And then, eventually he goes back behind here, gets the gun out, and then climbs up on this little mini roof right there. Perhaps, they think he went up maybe on one of these air conditioning units here. I don't know. But he gets up on the roof, and I think in this area right here is where he's laying on his side. You see these people filming him from this direction. He's on his side. He takes the gun out, puts it together, and people are noticing him, but he's keeping the gun sort of hidden and low, kind of flat on its side on the roof so people can't see it, and kind of blocking the view with his body. And he knows nobody over here is looking at it. And then I think he kind of slides over a little bit, and then he moves up into position here. And obviously where he was shot is exactly where he was shooting from. I mean, it's possible that after the first shots that he did, and then let's say there was a shot at him that missed, he may have moved a little bit over. We don't really know. I think that the fact that the AR-15 is over here is when law enforcement went to the roof, they just moved it over there. They generally always move a gun away from a person who's been shot just to make sure that they're not still alive and able to get that weapon. So, and you look at that, he's right in this area, and then he starts getting off these shots. And 3 of them, I think, were just absolutely very concentrated at Trump right there. Then he did 5 more. Then apparently this sniper over here took a shot, and apparently this is the view. Now you can see a couple soldiers up on the roof over there. Is this the angle that he shot from? Is this the shooter? That's what people are saying. And you can see that building right there, which, see that little door in the front, yellow building. You can see that one is right here. So that bullet would have traveled right over the top of that building. And from his angle, being lower like that, the shooter definitely could have been behind the roof peak, hiding, and had barely any angle to shoot from. So it's definitely possible that the shot came from right here. I don't know 100%. I was told that and shown a screenshot of it, and I think there's a chance that that is the shooter. Now eventually this sniper here is the one that took him out. And also one of the snipers took a photograph of Crooks and distributed that image to other people via text messages, etc. Now it looks like it's obviously above, right? And it's sort of like he's got a camera a little bit outside of a window shooting down. And in fact, I think you can even see currently right here, this is glass, so he's shooting through the glass. He isn't hanging, holding the camera outside of the glass. I think it's, shooting through the glass, but I could be wrong because it looks like you can see too much of this. I guess the window could be coming over here like that, but it does look like he's shooting through the glass just based on what this looks like. Now, I think this location is right here. Now, when I was working through this on my show last night, I was looking around and just trying to figure out, because we know that there were snipers in these buildings. So I think that picture is taken out, maybe this window or this window, down, and he's right there on a brick, or like a rock wall. It's not really brick. And if you go down to Street View, they actually have it in here. And you look over there, you can see that there's a rock wall, and then over here too. So I think that is where he was standing. And we also know that the other image of him walking around is right over here. Based on some images, you can see these pipes here, and he's just standing around, walking around. That's the video of him. And his bike was right in this location. And here's a picture of where the bike was at the time. Now you can see there's a building there and a building here, and if we go up to Street View It's just like this. So let's take a look at that again. See, that building and this one. So his bike was underneath this tree. And I think that's just kind of where he started on this day. You know, once he got his bike there, he, just parked it. He maybe was even going to use that to escape. And perhaps he brought his bike in the vehicle that he showed up in, because apparently there was a vehicle there that had explosives in it. Now, what if that was going to be the diversion? That after he did the shooting, he would set off and explode the vehicle and then escape, get on his bike and start pedaling away, and people would be all focused in on where the blast came from, not some guy on a bike. All right, now I don't know what he was going to do with the AR-15, however, because the serial number on that would have led right back to his father. So how would he have gotten the AR-15 out the roof? Put it back in the backpack, I guess? Jump down, get on his bike, and start pedaling away, and nobody would notice, I guess he's assuming. So that seems pretty ridiculous, but, maybe that's what he was thinking. Yeah, so let me know in the comments section what you think about this. You think that is where the sniper location was? It appears to be pretty accurate. You can hear the bullet hit the roof, probably missing him. I'm pretty sure it missed him. They seem to say that it missed him. And then the other sniper was on the south roof, and that shot did hit him. And apparently it was 1 in a million shot, because all he could see was the forehead and left eye sticking up over the ridge in the center of the roof, where he was kind of using as a cover, hiding down below the ridge of the roof. So let me know what you think about that, and if you have any ideas of your own, put them in the comment section. I would appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching, and as I always say, until next time, be safe out there.